Hello and welcome. You're not seeing double. There really are two comics here because this is an alternate book. And when it comes to alternate books, I get two comics. I get one from my store, and I get one sent directly by Peter Samedi to my door. We're only going to look at one of these, and this was the one I was reading, so we'll just open it up. So Mr. Crypt is a comic book in the literal sense. It's a comic. There are funny things in here. If you've ever heard the term funny book, this is the kind of book they're actually talking about. Although the cover looks awful dramatic, right? You got this scary hunter dude, the creature is mine and no one will stand in my way. But then you realize that you've got this cartoon rat and a skeleton man, and you're like, oh, I guess it could be a funny book. It's written by Troy. Oh my gosh, I don't remember how to pronounce your last name. I'm so sorry about that. Vivacis? Am I getting that right? That's what it looks like. And Alexander Jovic, I probably mispronounced that too, does the art. And if I remember right, Peter Samedi does the lettering. And we open up with a pretty standard Mr. Crypt thing. Their house. And Baron Rad is passed out, as usual. Kind of imagine like Garfield, and you'll have a very vague idea of Baron Rat's character when it involves food. Or in this case, oh, you can't see it, I'm sorry. Or in this case, hot chocolate. Now their plan is they're going to go surprise the Bigfoot and be like, "Sup, Bigfoot? Sup, my man? It is time for us to hang out with you at the holidays." Apparently he doesn't know that plan though. That could be a bad idea. So they meet their friend from the last issue, who had Mr. Crypt driving a race for her. Like it was an absolutely fun little chuckle venture. That's a chuckling adventure. Just in case you don't know, I'm just trying to make it clear. That's what a chuckle venture is. And they go to meet the Bigfoot. There's a couple things I want to get across about this book, aside from the obvious stuff I like. Uh, the little comedy gags, like it's very gentle kind of humor. It's very gentle. It's like Sunday newspaper. Here, put this on. She's given an overcoat to the skeleton. Thanks. Now I won't be chilled to the bone. So you can kind of see the humor that this book has. At no point does the book get too serious or too scary. But there's a little bit of drama. I mean, just look at the expression on Bigfoot's face. Better than that, think about it. Mr. Crypt is a skeleton. He does not have eyes. How can you make someone who doesn't have eyes, expressive, right? Like that's a big part of like what makes human beings function is their expressivity with their eyes. That's how you know what other people are thinking. You know, if nothing else, I can just kind of doodle like eyebrows, and you'll have an idea. Like if you see eyebrows like this, you know, that's maybe like he's kind of like stern. You get eyebrows like this. That's maybe a normal relaxed face. If you get eyebrows like that, that's somebody that's upset. Those are the kind of basic shapes that you have to deal with when you're trying to interpret human behavior. So, Mr. Crypt, he doesn't have eyes, he doesn't have eyeballs. How are you going to know how he's feeling? How do you think? Sorry, I lost my place when I set the book down. You give him eyebrows anyway. You make his skeleton arch. So he's like raising an eyebrow here curiously. This is going down, this one's going up. He's like, huh? And down here, look at that angle. That kind of angry determination right there. Despite not having facial features, Mr. Crypt is a very expressive character. Uh, his expressions are the best ones in the book, I think. Baron Rat is a little like a little overly Saturday morning cartoon. The lady, she's a nice lady, but she's got human features and stuff. Her emotions are just very, very obvious. Mr. Crypt takes just that little bit of interpretation, that little bit of, I'm looking at your face to parse out his emotions sometimes. And even then, it's just that little bit. It's not like you have to like, I'm staring at, the skeleton face and what is it doing? I mean, you can tell here, it looks like his eyebrows are raised like way off the top of his head because he's scared. He's like wide-eyed, and running. It's all very well done. I really like the art style. This very much, especially on newsprint, feels like I'm reading a Saturday morning newspaper cartoon. It's a whole book of newspaper of Sunday morning. I think I said Saturday a second ago. Of Sunday morning newspapers. If you grew up in any decade before, say, the 2000s, you were probably used to seeing Sunday morning newspaper strips. They were a normal thing. Web comics kind of supplanted that a little bit. But newspapers, if you still get one, they're liable to have, at least on Sunday, some funny pages. And this would feel right at home with those contents. It's a little more of a long form narrative instead of living that three panel soul life. But same idea. And here I am. I just got done playing 7 Days to Die. I was in kind of a bad mood because of the game, and I needed like a pick me up. I needed a pick me up. I had started reading this before I was playing, and when I got done, I'm like, man, I need something to lighten the mood. And you know what? You know what? Mr. Crypt and Baron Rat here, they helped me lighten the mood. They absolutely did. If you're not checking out these alternative books, they're just $1.50. Uh, it's a hard value to beat. It's a hard value to beat. They would be cheaper, but inflation, price of paper, that stuff goes up over time. And while that sucks, that's also part of life. At this point in time, though, like $1.50 comic is about as good as you can get. Like, here, let me just grab a random book. Oh man, I didn't realize my acetate cover of this was dinged. I didn't see that. I might have done that myself after I brought it home. But this book's like $4. Yeah, $3.99. I was about to try to open it, but there it is, $3.99. Uh, I got Spawn 300. This was $8. Granted, this is like a giant issue. Um, this is such a great value. If you just want something funny, it's hard to beat. Now, don't go into this expecting like a lot of risque, edgy humor because that's not the kind of book this is. This is definitely a rated E for everyone. And when Peter Samedi says E, he really does mean it. This is a book you can give to pretty much anybody that wants a chuckle, and they are very likely to get a chuckle out of it, even if they're the kind of person that doesn't want to chuckle. Now, notice I've avoided talking about the plot, the whole like hunter in the woods thing. Like, if you want to see what's going on with that, man, I just say go read the book yourself. It's only $1.50. How can you pass this up? Be like Maury, you know? He's a streamer. I hang out with him sometimes, and I talked him into this, and I don't think he's regretted Alterna, man. He's especially gotten into Voidwalker. Fantastic book. Very, very much more mature than this, though. So, if you're not old enough to read that, don't read that. But this, everybody can read it. Anyway, I'm starting to repeat myself. At least I feel like I am. You all have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I sure hope to see you again next time. And until then, bye bye.